Honda just confirmed the 2026 Pilot is sticking with its proven V6 engine and straightforward design philosophy, while rivals are chasing expensive hybrid tech and flashy features. If you're tired of overly complicated SUVs with tech you'll never use and turbo engines that feel like ticking time bombs, the Pilot's back-to-basics approach is going to feel like the sensible choice you've been searching for. While competitors are loading up on gimmicks and driving prices through the roof, the Pilot is focusing on what families actually need: reliability, space, and comfort. But that strategy comes with some drawbacks you need to know about. Let's kick things off with the positives. Number 4. Proven and capable V6. There's nothing worse than being 3 years into ownership and facing a massive repair bill because your engine's turbocharger failed. That anxiety about long-term reliability keeps families up at night. Walk into most dealerships, and you're going to find 3-row SUVs powered by small turbocharged 4-cylinders, but they deliver complexity and uncertainty instead of peace of mind. That's why Honda's naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 is a lifesaver. This engine delivers 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque without turbo lag, without additional components that can fail, and without the reliability concerns plaguing forced induction setups. Owners routinely report hitting 300,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes. Therefore, you're investing in a vehicle that's going to serve your family for the next decade without breaking the bank on repairs. 0 to 60 happens in around 6.5 seconds, while the 10-speed automatic shifts seamlessly, whether you're towing up to 5,000 pounds or merging onto the highway. That powertrain is sorted, but it means nothing if you can't fit your family comfortably, which brings us to the next feature. Number 3. Plenty of passenger and cargo space. Picture this. You're heading out for a weekend camping trip and everyone's complaining before you even leave. The kids are fighting over legroom. Your teenager is crammed into the 3rd row with their knees against their chest, and you still haven't figured out how to fit everything without playing automotive Tetris. That frustration kills family road trips, and most 3-row SUVs don't actually solve it, but the Pilot is going to change that experience. 2nd-row legroom comes in at around 38 inches, meaning adults can sit comfortably. While competitors force passengers into tight spaces, the Pilot's 3rd row offers enough room for teenagers or average-sized adults to ride without complaint. Behind the 3rd row, you get around 16 cubic feet. Fold it down, and that expands to over 46 cubic feet. Drop the 2nd row, and you're looking at nearly 84 cubic feet of total volume. That's more than the Telluride, CX-90, or Palisade. Therefore, when you're loading up for vacation, everything fits inside. No second vehicle needed. Now, all that space is incredible, but it's wasted if the ride beats you up, which is why the next feature is critical. Number 2. Smooth ride. You know that feeling when you've been driving for 3 hours and your back is screaming? That's what happens when an SUV prioritizes sporty handling over real-world comfort, hammering you with every pothole. Most families don't need a 3-row SUV that corners like a sports car. They need something that makes long drives effortless. That's exactly what the Pilot delivers. The suspension absorbs bumps and road imperfections with ease, soaking up impacts before they reach the cabin. Highway cruising feels refined, with minimal wind noise. Even on rough surfaces, the Pilot glides over obstacles. But here's the brilliant part. It isn't soft and floaty. Body roll is well controlled, and the steering offers enough feedback to keep the SUV planted. The all-wheel drive system distributes power intelligently, improving grip in rain or snow. Therefore, you get comfort that makes long drives bearable and control that keeps you confident. The ride quality is exceptional, but it doesn't matter if you're fighting a frustrating infotainment system, which is where the Pilot's best feature comes in. Number 1. Easy-to-use controls. Have you ever spent 5 minutes trying to turn on the rear defroster because it's buried 3 menus deep in a touchscreen? That frustration is becoming the norm as automakers eliminate physical buttons for flashy displays that are infuriating to use while driving. That's why the Pilot's approach feels like a revelation. Honda isn't forcing you to dig through sub-menus for basic settings. Climate controls remain physical buttons you can operate by feel. Volume and tuning use tactile controls, not frustrating touch-sensitive sliders. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, so smartphone integration is seamless. The interface responds quickly, without lag. Therefore, you're not wasting time fighting with the system. You're actually driving. This simplicity means fewer things can go wrong. Complex touchscreen systems are expensive to repair and prone to glitches. The Pilot's approach keeps ownership costs lower. Now let's get real about the weaknesses. Number 4. Bland interior design. There's a moment when you're shopping for a new SUV. You slide into the driver's seat and immediately get a feeling about whether this is a place you want to spend time. That emotional connection matters, especially when you're about to drop $40,000 or more. You want something that feels special, but step inside the Pilot and you're going to feel underwhelmed. The dashboard is practical, but it lacks the visual flair competitors bring. Most surfaces are hard plastics, and even in higher trims, the cabin doesn't feel as upscale as rivals. The Telluride offers quilted leather and wood-like trim that feels premium. The Pilot sticks with the utilitarian aesthetic. It gets the job done, but it won't impress anyone. It feels dated compared to newer competitors. Therefore, if interior ambiance matters to you, the Pilot might feel like a step down. The interior lacks excitement, but wait until you see how far behind the Pilot has fallen with tech features. Number 3. Tech features. Here's the problem with living in 2026. Your expectations for technology have been shaped by smartphones and smart homes that just work. So, when you get into an SUV that feels like it's using 5-year-old tech, it's jarring. Most rivals offer panoramic sunroofs, rear seat entertainment, and advanced digital displays. But the Pilot lags behind. The infotainment screen is smaller than what you'll find in the Palisade or CX-90. The sound system isn't as impressive as premium audio setups and competitors. And while the Pilot offers Honda sensing as standard, it's not as advanced as systems in rivals. The Telluride offers highway driving assist that feels more refined. The Pilot system works, but it's not as smooth. Therefore, if you value the latest tech, the Pilot feels a generation behind. The tech is outdated, but the styling makes sure everyone notices you're driving something forgettable. Number 2. Forgettable styling. Let's talk about what happens when you pull up to a restaurant in your new SUV. You want something distinctive. Even if you don't obsess over aesthetics, there's something satisfying about driving a vehicle that stands out, but the Pilot is going to blend into traffic. The problem is that in a segment full of bold designs, the Pilot looks anonymous. The Telluride looks commanding with its boxy stance. The CX-90 has sleek proportions that turn heads. The Palisade features a distinctive grille. But the Pilot? It's the automotive equivalent of wearing beige to a party. There's nothing memorable about it. Styling is a major factor in purchase decisions. The Pilot is practical, but it won't spark any emotional connection. Therefore, if you care about making a statement, the Pilot might not be right. The styling won't turn heads, but that's not even the biggest issue. The real deal breaker is what's missing under the hood. Number 1. Hybrid is yet to come. While nearly every competitor offers electrified powertrains, the Pilot is still gas-only. The Highlander Hybrid is a top seller. The CX-90 offers a plug-in hybrid. Even the Grand Cherokee L has a plug-in hybrid. But the Pilot? It's stuck with the V6 and nothing else. Honda confirmed a hybrid is coming, but it's not here yet, and that's costing them sales. The V6 is capable and reliable, but it's not fuel-efficient by modern standards. You're looking at around 20 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway, not competitive with hybrids achieving over 30 miles per gallon combined. For families doing a lot of driving, that difference adds up quickly. Over a year, you could be spending an extra $1,000 or more on gas. Therefore, if fuel economy is a priority, the Pilot falls short. And until the hybrid arrives, it's going to keep losing buyers to competitors with electrified options already on dealer lots. So where does this leave the 2026 Honda Pilot? It's an SUV caught between two worlds: Honda's commitment to proven engineering versus the market's demand for electrification and cutting-edge tech. The Pilot delivers where it counts. A bulletproof V6 that'll run forever, more space than most rivals, ride quality that makes long trips bearable, and controls anyone could use. But those strengths come with real compromises: a cabin that looks dated, tech that feels a generation behind, styling that won't turn a single head, and most critically, no hybrid option while competitors are selling them by the thousands. The Pilot is the smart choice for buyers who value substance over flash. But for everyone else chasing modern features and fuel efficiency, this Honda is going to feel like it's already been left behind. But that's the reality of today's market. Every model comes with a mix of strong and weak points, and it's just a matter of preference. If you value style and driving engagement over other things, you definitely want to check out our video about the Mazda CX-90. It may look and drive better than anything in the class, but you won't get much practicality from it.